This is Jim Vaglica, and this is my American Grit After Action Report, Episode 3. So we know last week Brooke went home, and Team T is down to 2, Tony and Yvette. So we're going to see how that works out. But, what we're all thinking is that if they don't win, they're going to go to circus, like each of them every week, back and forth, circus, back and forth. It's going to be bad. So we're all lined up prior to the evolution, right? And Cena's up there, and he's giving, his speech, and he starts yelling, right? He's like yelling at everybody, and he's all mad, right? And we're all thinking, is he talking about me? What did I do something? Who's he yelling at? Then he says, grab ass tournament, right? And I know he's talking about Cam and Hayes. So I'm like, all right, I'm in the clear, man. Let's see what he's got to say. And so we break down the campsite. Now we got to cross this pond. And when we hit that water, it is freezing, okay? By the time I get to the other side, I get out of the water, my hands, okay, they feel like they're being held over an open flame. Frozen solid like the large talons of a chicken. So I'm standing there, and I have a habit. I put my hands on my neck to warm up my hands, right? And Nick's yelling at me, Jim, stop building the wheelbarrow, right? I'm like, Nick, I can't feel my hands. I get the idea to build my wheelbarrow upside down. That way I can, see everything. It's right there in front of me. And so I figure it all out, and I tie it up, and it looks great, And I'm thinking, my boy's wicked smart. So I flip it over, and every single piece of this wheelbarrow falls apart like a cartoon, like a Wile E. Coyote cartoon or something. Now I need to start over again. After I'm finished swearing, I start over again. I do the same thing, except I tie it a lot tighter this time. And I flip it over, and it's great, and it works, and I'm running with this damn thing. Nick's got to tell me to stop running because I'm leaving everybody behind. So I bring my wheelbarrow, I come back, I help them. I'm like running back and forth, helping everybody. We finally get to the end where we need to put everything back together again. We were pretty close building those tents, okay? I think we had 3 of them complete, and we were working on the last one when Team Noah wins again, okay? And me and Cam were so aggravated, so pissed. Hated seeing Team Noah celebrating their 3rd win in a row. Tensions are high because, Team Noah's win, and Machine and Yvette start arguing for some reason. Just everybody was aggravated. And if you watch, me and Cam are just like in the middle of this argument, and we're just like looking back and forth, like, and we're pretty much loving it because we're not involved, right? Just watch the show. So you saw a brief part of a little sort of pep talk I had with Cam prior to him going to circus. And, I tried to impress upon him how when he was a kid, he would go and he would see Cena up on stage, right? And now it's come a full 180. Cena is watching Cam up on stage. It's the Machine, it's Tony, and it's Cam. So Cam gets up there, and he starts with his, dud to stud, to Cam to give a damn, right? And I can see Nick's face, and like he's not really happy with these rhymes. But, Nick's kind of all business guy, I'm loving it. I think it's funny. It's Cam. He's just a funny kid. As far as the obstacle course, portion of the circus. I'm feeling good about Cam. I'm thinking Tony is probably going to take the obstacle course and be the first one down. I mean, the guy played in the NFL. You've got to be a gifted athlete to make it that far, and he is. I'm not really concerned that Machine's going to beat Cam because, the Machine just got so much muscle mass to get through that O course. And I've done that O course. It's not easy. You are spent. Now, when we see that the endurance this time is a balancing act, all right? I'm feeling good about Cam because I know this was going to work against Machine. Everyone knew it was going to work against. Even Machine knew it. He accepted that he was behind the 8 ball on this endurance challenge. The circus this time around is covered in snow to make it even more difficult. When I did it, it wasn't covered in snow. So Cam, we see Cam, he comes rolling down the cargo net, right? Like they told us, don't roll down the cargo net because you could end up hanging yourself. And that's what happened. Cam's head got stuck inside one of the holes, and he was there for quite a while. He was struggling trying to get his head out of there. You could see his face turning red. The final step up from the middle post to the last one, like all 3 of those guys really didn't want to make that final step up because they knew that once they did that, like the end was near. You were not going to last long up on that final post. And, just as everyone predicted, the Machine fell off the post and he was done. So, I was sorry to see the Machine go. We were bros, man. We would sit around at the kitchen table and we would talk about everything, lifting and gains and just all kinds of stupid crap. He was like my Teddy Roosevelt and I was Abraham Lincoln. You know what I mean, bro? And wait till you see how the house heats up in episode 4. And I will see you at my next Jim's After Action Report.